Hi coaches. Okay, I wanted to make a video about what you should be doing every single day. I know that it can be overwhelming receiving your new coach welcome letter and seeing all this information, and not that that stuff isn't important, because it definitely is. You want to be familiar with your coach online office, knowing where your coach ID is, your active status, your success club points, and all of those things. But that will come in time. You will get organized, you will create systems, you will know where your groups are and all of that stuff. But at the end of the day, where this business, starts from, and the core of it is in the couple things I'm about to tell you. So these are things that you should be doing every single day. These are non-negotiables. Anything else is added knowledge, learning, whatever else you need to be to do to work your business. But at the end of the day, it comes down to inviting. Okay? You need to be inviting every single day. If you're not inviting, you don't have new people that you're talking to, and then you're just kind of almost harassing the same people that you've been talking to for the past 4 or 5 months. So you want to be inviting at least 10 people a day, whether that's from Facebook or Instagram. So if it's from Instagram, I've been following the 5-3-1 process. I will write down 10 people who I want to reach out to. So I have those 10 names already listed out. I will do that one of two ways. Either they already have liked my picture, I looked at their profile, thought they were cool, so I'll write their name down on a piece of paper. Or I will simply search under hashtags weight loss, progress pic, motivation, work out at home, whatever, and I'll find someone that way. Either way, I get 10 names, 10 Instagram names, and I write them down in a row. Then I'll go back to the top one. I will like 5 pictures. I will comment on 3. You don't have to be creepy, okay? You don't have to comment on every single selfie, but you can comment on one of their funny fitness memes and just put a bunch of cry laughing faces. Or just put a love this. Just something so that they are getting familiar with seeing your name. They aren't going to be then surprised once you end up inviting them. So you like 5 pictures, comment on 3, and then follow them, okay? So you're only doing this for 10 people from Instagram a day, and you're going to follow them, okay? And you have their name written down. 2 days later, you are going to go back to those people's names, and you're going to invite them, okay? So you've either written them down because you want to invite them to a coach sneak peek. So you thought that they had coaching qualities, you wanted to do life with them, you want them on your team. So you either invite them to the coaching opportunity, or you're inviting them to a challenge group, okay? And then I'll typically wait about a week after that, okay? So you still have those people's names written down. I'll wait about a week, and then I'm going to go back in and see how many of those people actually reached out and friend requested me on Facebook. The other people that didn't, I will go back and unfollow them. The reason you want to do that is because you want to have your following to, or your followers to following to be different. So you want to have a lot more followers than you want to be following people. The reason for that is that Instagram helps people who have followers, especially if the ratio is a big divide. So what that means is whenever you hashtag something, Instagram will bump your post up higher up on that rung, and so you're getting more exposure. If it is on Facebook and you are inviting on Facebook, millions of ways to do that. One of the best ways to do that in a power hour, what we do is you go to your page. So you click on your name at the top of your Facebook. You're going to click on your friends. And then just on that page there, you want to try to scroll through a little bit because it's probably going to be, mostly Beachbody people right now. And then what you want to do is time yourself for 15 minutes, 10 or 15 minutes, 10 minimum, maximum is up to you, and write down everyone's name that you think, and don't leave anybody out. Just write down anybody's names that you could reach out to, just to start a conversation. It doesn't have to be an invite. It's just starting a conversation. There are people that I haven't talked to since middle school. I'm 25 years old, okay? So you can talk to anybody. So I'll write their name down, and then I'll time myself for 15 minutes then and going in and messaging them. How I message them is I will have 2 Facebook pages open. So one tab will just be my messages, and then the next tab will be that person's Facebook. So I'll go see who the first person I wrote down. It's like right now I have, let's see, a girl that my sister works with. So what I would do is go to her Facebook page. I'm going to like a few of her things. Maybe not even just profile pictures, but, anything else that she's been posting. Seeing what she's doing so then I can actually start a real conversation with her. If I don't know them, I will, look at their about section, see what they do for a living, see if I know anybody that does what they do, and just relate to them. And then on the other tab, type their name into new message, and I will say, hey, Kirsten, it's been, so long since we last talked. I miss you so much. You look so happy. I'd love to hear what you've been up to. I think it's awesome that you are, following your passion for like cosmetology and doing hair. That's great. What's your long-term goal for that? Or, how's the family doing? Just anything to start a real conversation, because at the end of the day, you have to build that relationship with people, because they can go to Walmart and they can go to Target. So you don't want to just, hey, it's been so long. I'm running a fitness challenge. Want to join me? They're not going to respond to you. And the worst part is they might even spread that on, and then everyone's going to say, oh my God, Emily's friend requesting, all of us don't accept it. So that's why you want to have a genuine conversation with people. And then, always ask what they do, because then they'll ask you what you do. So, and then that's honestly when you just introduce the invite at that point. With Instagram, it's a little bit different because you've invited them on Instagram. So if they friend request you, you can kind of just jump on in. Nonetheless, I'd still go in and like a few of their stuff, see what they do for a living, because that's not really on Instagram. But you can more so just jump into that fitness challenge or coaching conversation because you've already brought it up on Instagram. With Facebook, you have to start the conversation there, and then you're going to introduce either the coaching or the 21-day fix there. So inviting is non-negotiable, okay? Secondly, you have to be following up with these people. If you message them, 1 week in a row, nagging them to get in your challenge group, and then they never hear from you for like 3 months, and then you see them again and you're like, oh, I'll reach out to them, they're going to feel like, you don't really care. So what I do to anyone that says not right now is I open an Excel spreadsheet and I say, and I will write down maybe a month or 2 months from now and put their name underneath that for a challenge group. So I know that 2 months prior, I must have reached out because they're in March. So I must have reached out in January. So I'm going to reach out in March now. Okay? And that's just the best way to kind of keep track of those people is following up. Best way to keep your messages small because it can get overwhelming. So that's why you do want to be doing this every single day, because otherwise it's just going to build up and you're going to get stressed out. So with your follow-ups, you want to be making sure that once you have ended that conversation, either they joined a sneak peek, they signed up, woohoo, they joined a challenge group, or they said not right now. There's 4 different things right there. Okay, so not only do you want to put them in an Excel spreadsheet so that you know when to follow up with them next if they said not right now, but you want to put them into interest groups. Okay, there are tons. There's a video in our Team Boom Tenacious under the Files tab about the power of interest groups. Interest groups are on the side. If you're looking at your Facebook page, on the left-hand side, you'll see interest toward the bottom left. You can actually click on interests, and you can click Make New List. I have a list for any customer prospect. So they said not right now. That's fine. I'm going to put you in an interest group. An interest group is a mini news feed. So I can then click on that interest group. Maybe, it says March 21-day fix. So anyone I invited in February that didn't have the money or, now just wasn't the right time, I'll put them into an interest group, March 21-day fix challenge. And now what I can do is I will spend 5 minutes, 2 to 3 times a day, clicking on that interest group alone, so that I'm only seeing those people that I put in there. I can't see anybody else's newsfeed. So I can't see my dad's, my mom's, and my sister's, my cousins, and people that aren't helping me build my business. You need to start thinking of your Facebook as your business page, even if you just have a personal, not a like page right now. This is your business. So, there's times when you can be on your newsfeed and scrolling through for fun, but at the end of the day, your interest groups are what are keeping you focused and keeping you productive. So for people that I've reached out to and invited them to a sneak peek, basically a coaching internship, I will, if they said not right now, I don't really know if, I'm up for that. I have a lot of jobs that I'm juggling right now. No problem at all. Great thing is I run one of these challenge or one of these groups every single month. Would it be okay if I reached out to you next month and to see if that was a better time for you? Most of the time they're going to say yes if you just ask. So again, go to my Excel. Next to March 21 Day Fix, I have all those people there that said no in February. I'll put March sneak peek, okay? And then all the people that said not right now, I'll put down under there. Never discredit anybody because you never know what's really going on and you never know if it's just not the right time. Guys, I seriously watched Amy Reelman for 8 months before signing up to be a coach. And I went nowhere, okay? I was running in place. I thought I was working hard. I thought I was being productive. I thought I was setting goals. This opportunity has totally changed everything. I have never felt so organized. I've never felt like I was making such an impact on other people's lives. And like even making videos like this I love this so much, okay? So definitely inviting, definitely follow-ups, and then putting those people into interest groups. When you make an interest group, there's this little checkbox where you can put public, private, or only me or something like that. Always click only me. You only want to see that mini news feed, that interest group. You don't want other people to know that you're grouping them up. So you put only me, title it however you want. March 21 Day Fix, March Sneak Peek, and then put them in there. And then the last thing I'm going to say is Success Club. This is huge. If you hit Success Club, you're making money. If you're making money, you're driven and you're motivated to work harder, okay? Now, that does not mean that you get depressed and stressed out when it's the last day of the month because believe me, it was the last day of December and I went from Success Club 2 to Success Club 16 in one night. I worked until 11:59 p.m. and I nailed it, okay? And I have three friends that I can actually count on my hand. So those are all cold markets. There are no excuses, okay? If you want it, you work for it. So Success Club. All that means, Success Club 5, it's just getting 3 people started on Challenge Pack. Just 3 people, okay? Those 3 people are coming from you inviting on Instagram, those 10 people, those 531s, and then inviting on Facebook, writing down a list of people's names, and then spending the time to message each of them, just starting a conversation. And remember, if you are timing yourself like you're doing a power hour, whatever you don't finish, you add to your next power hour, okay? Stick to that power hour. If you tell yourself, I'm only going to write down, as many names as I can in 10 minutes, don't let it go to 12 or 13. Stay focused on it. Believe me, you will thank yourself for it, and you're going to just feel just more productive that way, okay? Inviting, follow-ups, Success Club, interest groups. Comment below if you have questions. Bye.